Hey, what's up guys? Well, kind of a crazy week this week because we've had 2 snow days, the kids have been off school, and I'm working on this bench here and I'm not nearly as far along as I'd like to be. So this project will probably get pushed till next week. A little bit about it, it's what I'm calling a shaker inspired bench. I've got the through mortise and tenons that will go through the seat. I've got a lap joint here. This little shelf here goes through the legs, and it's a little bit more of a complicated project because of the joinery, and because of that I think I might make another bench next week and try to make it really simple using pocket hole screws, but still have something that I think looks nice but won't be so overwhelming to somebody who's just getting into woodworking. So let me know if you would like to see a simpler bench made, and I'll definitely put that on the list. So today I want to talk about dust masks. I always wear dust masks. I think if you've been watching my videos, you see that I always have a dust mask on. This is the one that I always go to. I've worn a ton of different dust masks over the years, but this seems to be the one that I always go back to. It has kind of a comfortable feel on the face. Even when it gets real hot out, I can deal with it. I do keep my beard kind of short because of the dust mask. I feel like I kind of get a rash when my beard gets to be about 1/4 inch or so. So that's why I shave. That's the main reason why I keep a pretty clean shaven face. Anyway, so yeah, I like this dust mask. It works good. I use it when I'm working on a table saw. I use it when I'm sanding sheetrock. I use it when I'm sanding wood. And I even use it when I'm cutting the lawn, because if you've ever cut the lawn, especially on a dry day, you'll see all that stuff is in the air, and you really don't want to breathe that in. Any kind of dust is not good for your lungs. So it's a great habit to get into. I can't stress it enough, especially the young woodworkers who are just starting. Sometimes I see these guys and they're kind of working in a cloud of dust, and they don't have a dust mask on, and I just kind of cringe because all that stuff catches up to you eventually. So that's enough about the dust mask. I'll put a still so you can get a good look at this. I get this dust mask at Seaboard Welding. They don't have anything like this, I don't think, at least at the home store I go to. So when I go to get some welding supplies, I usually pick up 2 or 3 of these. My organic vapor mask, that has charcoal cartridges, and then it has a pre-filter, and I use this for things like contact cement, oil-based paints, spraying paint, anything like that. You want to make sure you get the appropriate mask for the material that you're using, but do your own research, figure out what you're using, and make sure you use a mask that is rated for the material you're using. So just as important as a dust mask, you want to wear a mask when you're doing things like spraying paint and working with solvents and things like that. One other thing I wanted to talk about, this week on Sunday, I'm posting a video which I consider, I'm going to get kind of artsy and call it a film. But it is, it's kind of like a short film. It's about my friend Francis Cunningham, and it's kind of like a snapshot of his life in Massachusetts, or more specifically the Berkshires. And so the whole video really takes place around the landscape and around this simple table that he built really as a scaffolding, but he ended up using the table as a still life table because he's a painter. I think it's a really good video. I hope that you'll give it 30 seconds. I think if you give it 30 seconds, you might sit through the whole thing. So that's all for this week. As always, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. It's a bit of work. What do you think?
Pretty wet snow, pretty heavy.
Do you think you did more than Michael?
Definitely, yeah.
I'm just starting trouble.